talking about defiance here. Defiance.
Swing and a drive, left field. It's gone. It's gone. It is bedlam at the bank.
The Philadelphia Phillies are 2008 World Champions of Baseball.
Podcast right here. You already know. Go fucking subscribe.
You are now listening to the 302 Birds Phillies postgame show with KJ McCoy, Ballpark Tommy, Dalt, and Fratty. Proudly powered by TickPick. Check out the link in the bio for $10 off your first order today. Let's take it to the show.
We back, baby. What's going on? Welcome to another season of the 302 Birds Phillies post-game show. You guys might see some familiar faces here, of course, with me and the Italian stallion of South Philly himself, Fratty. But we got a new host all season for you guys, somebody who you guys know from Philly Sports Pulse. I want to give a warm welcome to the new host of the show, Jesse Jhoan. How you doing, Jess?
Dude, fired up. Let me tell you what. Kyle Buckus, however the hell you say his name, I don't want to see his face ever again on that mound. That gave me a stroke. But masterful performance from Cristopher Sánchez. Of course, we get a Schwarber. And Brandon Marsh? Is he back? I don't know. So, we got a lot to talk about.
We got a ton to talk about. Thank you for taking it over. Fratty, it's been a long season. We'll get to Fratty's Corner later in the show, but initial thoughts walking away from that game, Fratty. I mean, we'll just kick off with the first topic with you, Frat. Schwarber's away. What was it like watching Kyle Schwarber hit that first home run?
Man, it was a great way to start the year. I know Kyle Schwarber is hungry for a championship. He showed it not only today. He showed it that one game we had last year in the NLDS when he hit that moonshot into Hollywood that continued our season for an extra day. And unfortunately, it was heartbreak. But forget all that aside, we're on to a new season now, and Kyle Schwarber is picking up where he left off. And this was a stepping stone of what's to come. I mean, maybe he can have another 50-plus homer season or 40. He can have a 40-plus homer season. 40 homers is definitely a possibility. But my initial thoughts, unreal way to start the year, his season with a homer. And I know after that he fizzled out after that the rest of the day, but it propelled us just enough to win that game today, because we needed those runs after only winning the game by 2 single runs. Which I don't even want to talk about the other guy, which we'll get into later. So,
who, Alec Bohm?
No, but I mean him, and then the bullpen pitcher, Backus. I don't even want to pronounce his name right.
Buckus, just like Rocky's dog's name, right, Frat?
Yeah,
pretty much. Pop also let off a hit too, didn't he? It was Pop, wasn't he?
But I'll definitely get into the thoughts a little bit later on of what I think about the new faces. So,
yeah. Cool. What's going on, guys? How about that dub? How about it?
We got high hopes. We got high hopes. That's how we're all feeling right now, Mac.
Yeah. I can see Dalton's grin. It reminds me of the Grinch on Christmas.
That might be thanks to the surf side, but either way, it's a grin is a grin. But the point is, the Phillies got the job done, KJ McCoy. How are you feeling about Schwarber kicking off that? I know you were getting hyped.
Yeah, definitely. That was great. Definitely is the first game. So, I mean, definitely people are going to get excited. I mean, you're going to get pumped for sure. A little bit of some scares at the beginning. I mean, at the end of the game, but they got it done. And having Schwarber hit hit that 2-run bomb was awesome. It really shows that, I mean, he was worth the money. He still is going to be productive. He still is going to be pretty much the leader of this squad. And I mean, a guy that you can definitely rely on when it comes down to it. So, yeah, definitely a great start for Kyle Schwarber to hit like that and hit that homer. So, can't complain about that. What'd you guys think?
Brad, I'll kick it out to you.
What was that again? Sorry, I was busy.
About Schwarber, what'd you think of Schwarber?
Schwarber, it was a nice smooth swing. His approach on that one just barely hanging out of there. He knows what's on the line this year. I mean, think about it, it's championship or bust. I mean, that homer, even though it's only game 1 of the year, that homer, it just went out. And not gonna lie, out of all the homers, Kyle Schwarber has hit a lot of home runs as a Philly, but out of all the homers, that had to be one of those homers that was one of the more barely homers that went out today by him ever. And he's hit a lot of home runs. He's hit some short homers, but there was something different about that home run compared to, we're so used to Kyle hitting a bunch of bombs. But that short bomb was more like a short bomb. And it's interesting, very interesting to me. And as we head into the weekend, to wrap up my take on Schwarber hitting short bombs, this is not, I'm going to tell you guys right now, this will not be the final short bomb of the weekend. You're going to see at least 2 more. It's coming. 2 more is coming to you live from CBP in the day sky.
There you go. Send those Texas Rangers, those Texas varmints back home.
Be over 430 feet.
Are we going to send those Texas varmints back home, Freddie?
But anyway.
What do you think?
Yeah.
Send them packing.
Yeah, we should definitely but yeah. Anyway, hello to all the viewers. I'm catching up a lot of comments going on here to start the year. This is good. We got Ryan, Sam, Joan, Josh.
Yeah, there you go. Seagull effect. But what'd you think, Jesse? What'd you think of Kyle Schwarber?
I thought he was good, but listen, I gotta talk about my boy Alec Bohm for just a quick second. Not there. Sorry. There we go. Boom. This is a huge year for him. And everybody during the offseason was like, oh, we got to trade Alec Bohm. We got to trade Alec Bohm. And look where we are. Alec Bohm is your 4th hole hitter again. But that home run today, it was kind of like Schwarber's. It barely got out. I thought it would, scrape the wall. He might pull into second. I honestly, that inning, I was skeptical that they would score any runs because we've seen this offense time and time again. But Justin Crawford starts things out with a bang. Trey Turner gets on. Then Kyle strikes out. Bryce strikes out. And you're thinking, oh no, they're going to pull a Phillies offense again. But Alec Bohm comes in, the guy that led the Phillies in RBIs, I think that year that he got to the All-Star game, showed why he is the Phillies' 3rd baseman. So he had a nice day. Stott, he took his walks. He got his hits. I don't know if Gavin's in the chat or not, but I know that he called for him to have a 2020 season. Well, he's well on his way because Stott had a steal on the day as well. But Bohm looked awesome. Schwarber, he looked incredible. Kyle Schwarber looked like the Kyle Schwarber that we have been, we've been accustomed to the last couple of years. Fred has a point. I think there's no way that Kyle Schwarber doesn't hit at least 35 home runs this year, possibly 40 again. So we'll see how the rest of the year goes, but great stuff from the Phillies offense in general today.
Oh, yeah. Like, he looked locked in. Father Time shows no mercy to the Shore Bomb, the Shore Hammer. Sorry, I had to use a reason for this. I've been keeping this one on ice. I mean, this bad boy. We have an Eagles one, but we had to use this one. And that's what the Phillies look like today. You didn't just have Schwarber stepping up to the plate. You had Fratty's boy, Aaron Dolan's BF Fratty, Alec Bohm, who's impressing the whole city today. He steps up to the plate. He had a big offseason. And all jokes aside, it's really, really nice to see Alec Bohm thrive. Because we had the moments where it was, I fucking hate this place. You know what I mean? And then there was the moments where he fell in love with it. That was a long time ago. I agree. But Bohm has come a long way, is the point that I'm trying to make. He's came a really long way. The Phillies have given him patience, and it's looking like it's going to pay off. So I'm very happy to see where Alec Bohm has progressed. And that home run, I think everybody saw today how excited, how fired up he got. And that's what Phillies baseball is all about. We'll kick this one to you first, Frat, then KJ, then Jess. But Fratty, what was it like watching your boy Bomer, the BF of Aaron Dolan, hit that home run?
First of all, Dalt, the connection on my end was very bad when you said all that stuff, and which is pretty funny. But I guess this is a sign that.
Dear God, Freddy's connection is like the Phillies offense.
I was wondering if it was just okay. So it might just be
frozen
you, Frat.
He's frozen. The frozen Frat is in the chat.
We'll add you back, Frat. Frat, I would say try turning it off, turning it back on, and that should fix it. But we'll kick it to you, KJ. Then we'll kick it to you, Jess. And then when Frat comes back, we'll get him in here. But it's nice to see Bomer step up to the plate, all jokes aside.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, with all the trade talks that were happening, he was definitely trying. They were trying to trade him in this offseason. Nobody really wanted him. But, I mean, for him to hit that home run and then especially what's going on off the field, I mean, there's some talks with him and his family right now. It's not looking good with him and his parents. I would go search it up. We're not going to talk too much about it. But let's just say he's not happy with mommy and daddy right now. Because they've been stealing some cheddar or something like that, accusing him. I don't know. But it's a big mess, and definitely Alec Bohm. I mean, that was good for. I'm sorry, Dalt's cracking. But it was
just the way how you phrase that, mommy and daddy stealing some cheddar. Couple $1,000,000.
Yeah, not a couple of nickels.
Reminders of the 302 Phil's group chat today. Flashback now.
Yeah, definitely. But I mean, yeah, that's good for his confidence, and definitely. I mean, the team was really they were really like going off on all cylinders. So it was good to see them do that, especially hitting wise. And you saw Brandon Marsh; he had 2 doubles in the game, so definitely that is an improvement, which. We thought with Brendan Marsh and in Clearwater during spring training, he really didn't have that good of a spring training. So for him to have 2 doubles in this game is pretty clutch. And for Alec Bohm to have a homer, I think is great to see as well. Most definitely.
Yeah. Well, can we talk about Marsh for a second? I excuse me. I think he's a major factor in this Phillies offense.
We got to get BMU here if we're going to talk about Marsh. Yeah. I was going to say
I wouldn't go to that extent, but I mean, I wouldn't go to that extent that he is any part of a good part of this offense because that guy went cold for a long freaking time in the postseason.
It's a new year.
At the end of the season too. So that people were talking for his head. People wanted him to. I mean, I wanted him to shave his head off because of his hair was pissing me off. But yeah, the guy literally, he just. I mean, I don't know if he's a legit point of this offense though. But I mean, you keep on going though. I got you,
dude. Well, I mean, I'll put it to you this way: people are forgetting that Brandon Marsh, he basically was one of the leaders in batting average up until the All-Star, after the All-Star game. And I mean, honestly, like after that, he turned into what the rest of the Phillies lineup is, in terms of the playoffs. But my thing with him is, can he hit lefties?
No.
Going into this game, after this game, I saw some better looks from him. I did. And, if Brandon Marsh can hit lefties this year, I'm telling you, he's going to be dangerous because he can hit righties. He can 100% hit right-handed pitchers. If he can hit lefty pitchers, I'm telling you, this offense is going to go stupid because Adolis Garcia, he on the stat sheet didn't look good, but he hit a bunch of balls hard. Justin Crawford, we saw what that guy brought to the table today. 2 for 3, gun under a ball near the end, at the end there with the bases loaded. But this kid is legit. People were talking about how bad this outfield was going to be to start the year. And this team has the potential to have a better outfield than people are giving them credit for.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. Fratty, you're back. The frozen frat has been unfrozen.
I don't understand what's going on, guys, with my connection. I was doing that when I was on another show last night, and it cut off on me. My Wi-Fi must be more wacky than
It's
last
all good,
season.
Frat. But let us know.
But I got to figure that out. But it's only the first game of the year. Things will get better on our ends with the connection. But what's the name? I'll tell you what. Getting back to what I was saying about Bohm, the question is, can he keep it up? Is this just a one-hit wonder thing, or? I'm sure. Or it's not, because it's 102.
Frozen.
Cutting out for you guys too.
Yeah, frozen flat.
But to do this the whole entire weekend, I expect, if he slacks, I expect Bryce Harper to pick up the slack. Chelsea.
Okay. I think I heard my name.
What happens there? What the heck?
Oh, you're good now. You're good. You're good.
So it keeps disconnected on me.
No, you're good. You're good now. Oh, now you're not. Dang it. Oh, now you're good.
No, he's not. No, he's not.
We'll try bringing you back in a sec, Frat. But speaking of Bohm with the boom, Duran with the save. We'll kick this one first to you, Jess. I mean, that was a close game there at the end. Didn't need to be, but glad we have a player like Duran to come out and close that.
It was, but it 100% didn't need to be. I'll tell you what, there's that and the Duran entrance. I know Ryan was there, Jaden was there. That entrance, they'll have to confirm. That entrance does not hit the same in daylight. It just doesn't. For those that go to night games and that have seen the Duran entrance, it's just something to behold. But, Duran came in and got the job done. He let up a run because Kyle Backus, is an idiot. And but I mean, we'll get into that.
Hey,
but
Backus, you're an idiot.
He is. He's an idiot. But he got the job done. He got Ezekiel Duran to strike out, and then he got out the dangerous Evan Carter on a 99, almost 100-mile-an-hour pitch. So the velo is there, the splitter is there, I mean, seriously, this guy is just straight up nasty. All of this, I mean, I'll put it this way. I have a friend that works for the Iron Pigs, and I pray for him the day, if there unfortunately is a day that Duran has to, rehab or something for, a trip. Because if you're a catcher, your hand and JT's hand must sting so bad after those suckers come in. It's insane, and the movement is insane. The deal that Dave Dombrowski got for him, I think that thing is going to work out tremendously in the Phillies' favor. And honestly, I think that Jhoan Duran, by the time things are set and done, he is going to be 20 times better than Jonathan Papel Douche.
Papel douche. Papel douche.
There you go. Well, while we have Fratty here, I want to try to do this segment if we can, because I think I don't have a Fratty's Corner lower third. I got to make one for tomorrow. But, Fratty, I want to get your opinion on the crawl dog. But before all of that, let's hit our honorary tradition.
Yo, Fratty, give him the business. Only in South Philly. Only at Fratty's Corner. It's Fratty's Corner.
Give him the business.
Give him the business.
Happy happy opening day from the Frozen Fratty screen tonight, my opening day. Happy to be back. Happy to be in the win column with my buddy Frank the Tank. Sorry for your dad's loss. I know your Mets kicked butt today. Versus the Pirates. Paul Skeens girls. I got that twisted. Sorry. Paul Skeens got hammered. Pretty much got hammered on the mound today. It was bad.
And off the field too, I've heard.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus!
But
that's great. Oh my God!
But it's bad. Getting to the Phillies. We started the year off right. In the word of KJ McCoy, everybody's starting the year off right. Even Mikey D. D's Yankees starting the year off right with a win. Everybody's winning around here.
Hey, old Frat, it's Mikey D, man.
But overall, I'm very happy with how the season's starting. I know my buddy CJ Rome is happy the way the season started and all, but it was a good day overall. Now the question is, can we keep this thing going so I can put this Lone Ranger pick up? Because so far there may not be any more Ranger Suarez, but there is the Lonely Rangers who can only score 3 runs in an inning, and that's it. Nothing prior 8 innings. You decided to score all your runs in garbage time, thinking you could come back versus the Phillies. But you faced up a washed up guy who's not really washed up, but he's washed up. Back is was more like back stink. So, get that out of the way. But yeah, you Lonely Rangers fans out there, Texas Cowboys, whatever you want to call you fans out there, take a seat because you guys won't be seeing a World Series title for a long time. You guys don't even have World Series caliber players besides DeGrom and a few other guys, and you lost Garcia to us because Garcia, you may have went 0 for 4 today, but you will flip this switch this weekend. And I'm calling it right now. To all Dolis Garcia fans, Dolis Garcia will hit a home run so far at Citizens Bank Park. It will hit over Ballpark Tommy's head.
Oh,
it'll go over the stupid energy drinks. I'm sorry. I'm gonna keep calling it Harry the K's because I hate.
I get it.
Fields,
I'm with you.
But it's gonna go over the stupid energy drink sign in left center.
Well, here's the thing, Jess, and I know that some people are mad about that, but it's not like they took away everything that has to do with Harry Callis. They still have the Harry Callis radio booth. They still have the Harry Callis statue, which, by the way, fun fact, my dad's high school classmate, he actually passed away, but he actually made that statue. That original statue was made by him. He made that. And then also, the crazy thing is, too, with Harry Callis, at the end of the game, they still have him singing High Hopes. So it's not like they've forgotten about Harry Callis. They still have a lot of tributes to him. It's just that tribute part kind of got taken away. But I think it's still going to still be his career as a broadcaster still going to be celebrated. It's never going to be diminished or anything like that. I do see why people are mad, but you got to think of also there are other parts and other tributes to Harry Callis that the organization is still displaying at this moment.
Can I respond?
Yes.
Well, I'll tell you what. So, okay, I'll give you the Harry Callis statue. I'll give you the High Hopes, but I won't give you the radio booth. Reason being, only a handful of people see that radio booth on a daily basis when we're coming to those games. And to, have one of those options be a pay to win, it's disgusting to me. It is disgusting to me.
Yeah.
And David brought up, when he was defending the movie, he brought up some broadcasts before Harry Callis. I forget the guy's name. But listen, I get that, everybody has their favorite broadcaster, and maybe this guy was good. I gotta, I am a aspiring sports broadcaster myself. So I won't lie. I gotta go look at this guy's tape myself. But I mean, to me, Harry Callis is not just the best Phillies broadcaster of all time. He is the best broadcaster of all time. Period. The end. And
I don't know about that. What about Vin Scully though? Scully was amazing.
I would say Harry. I think Harry. But the nice thing too is that they even did have his son Kane do the national anthem today. I saw for the 11th straight year. Kane Callis did it.
Yeah, they do that, and that's nice. But to take away something that was rightfully his, still it doesn't sit right with me. And to profit off of it, nah, I'm good.
Yeah, it's interesting because they had one of the people that are like the CEOs of Ghost. They had them call on 94 WIP recently. Well, the guy actually called in and he was saying how he didn't want it to be like this. He was saying how he grew up as a Phillies fan, and he was saying that it isn't cool what like is going on, but it's like how it is. But I don't know. I only heard a little bit of it, but it just seemed fishy. But I mean, we should definitely talk about this as we get on our lower third. This kid, Justin Crawford, is the freaking man. I mean, this is already really awesome to see. His first pitch at CBP with the standing ovation he got from the fans, right away he fed off that energy and he locked in and he hit that base hit, which was electric. As you see on the in the crowd, you see his dad, Carl Crawford, who actually lost to the Phillies in that World Series in 2008 with the Tampa Bay Rays, but he was sporting some Phillies gear for his son. And it was pretty cool to see him with the whole Phillies getup and everything like that, the jersey and the hat. It was kind of weird because I remember him playing against us, so it was weird to see him in Phillies uniform. But to see his son really go out there and ball out, he had 2 hits in the game. I mean, that was great. I mean, I heard he was the youngest, if I'm not mistaken, apparently he's the youngest Philly since like 1940 something to be starting on opening day, which is nuts. I mean, since 1940 something, whatever year it was. I mean, but that is That's a crazy stat. But I mean, and for him to go out there and ball out like he did, like tip of the cap to him. I mean, great job to the kid, Justin Crawford.
A lot of pressure too, and I thought he stepped up well. I mean, I think he went 2 for 4 it was, if I'm not mistaken, which that's great in your MLB debut. You can't ask for much more than that. And he had a nice single. He got on base when the team needed him to, and then he was able to get home later. So I thought Crawford looked great. Let's talk a little bit about Cristopher Sánchez. We'll kick this one to you first, Frat. He looked locked in, strikeout after strikeout. How you feeling about Sanchez this season and this game?
I mean, like I said on Fantastic Sports Show the other night, I loved the signing. I loved I think it's it was a good idea. He is worth the money. Locking him in for 6 years, but focusing on today, he looked to start off that extending contract of his. He looked great. He looked locked in. He looks like Cy Sanchez. He looks like a Cy Young pitcher. Cristopher Sanchez. I mean, the hefty lefty. We can call him the hefty lefty now. He's stepping into a big role as pretty much the number one starter until Zach Wheeler gets back. But you got to think about it this way. This man is going to be our future number one. He's going to be our future number one because you got to think about it this way. Zach Wheeler is not going to be around forever. Zach Wheeler is getting older, and there's talks about him not being on the team past 2027. So this will definitely not be the final time we'll ever see Cristopher Sánchez starting in a home opener game, and that's a given fact right there.
Yeah.
Because he's earned it. And like I said, he's a proven number one. He could be our proven number one starter of the future. Because like I mentioned on Fantastic, and I said it just a minute ago, or said it the other day. I meant to say, Wheeler Nola is getting older now. Sanchez is way younger, and he's our number one, and Luzardo's our number two, and we re-signed those guys for the reason. And I think the Phillies organization. I know we haven't really talked about much of the deadline move since me and Jesse were on last week, but that there's a reason why we signed those two, and I think it was probably the best thing the Phillies organization has done, besides addressing the bullpen all off season long. So, yeah, we're locked in that aspect. So.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think with signing back Sanchez, signing back Jesus Luzardo, they were good moves. I'm still not satisfied with the offseason we had in general, and I'm never going to really let that go. And I think that's just showing that, I mean, like that I care about the team. But, I mean, they definitely could have made some moves in the offseason that could like help me feel more confident about them, especially with the just in general with getting the hitters and the additions of certain players. But yeah, I mean, you re-signed some guys who definitely could have been on their way. They could have got some contracts from some other teams, but they decided to get to grab the bigger contracts from the Phils that Dave Dombrowski was able to deliver with those kind of signings. And I think both Jesus Luzardo and Cristopher Sánchez are key future pitchers for this squad. So definitely we found a guy in Jesus Luzardo who was a gem in Miami, and we were able to really bring out the best potential out of him here in Philly. So I think definitely you have to hold on to that and keep him around for a good while. It seems like they are.
Can I answer that question that comment that I just put up on the screen there about the pen?
What was it? Something with Moose?
No, it was something from Dobbins.
That's Dobbins.
Yeah. So I'll give my take on the pen. Honestly, I'm not entirely worried about the pen, if I'm being completely honest. That Kyle Buckus guy that we saw, you know, I don't think we're going to see him in high leverage situations. You know, this is going to be the Brad Keller Duran, even Alvarado show. Honestly, the Kyle Buckuses of the world, the Zach Pops, they're going to be there when it's a blowout. And I saw from I don't know if Chris is in here, but I saw that he's like, oh, Zach, Bucket shouldn't have been in this game when it was 5-0. Dude, it's the 9th inning and it's a shutout. Like, it's not like a 1-0 shutout. It's a 5-0. Like, there's a big difference. So, honestly, yeah, he might be a bad pitcher, but you're going to only use him in games where it's 13-0 with the other team kicking your ass, or you're doing the kicking of the ass, and that's what we were doing at that point. It didn't work, but in the end it did, because Duran came in, and what do you know? The guy that throws 100 miles an hour does his job,
Yeah. Now we got time for one call in. Well, maybe two, but probably just one. If somebody wants to call in, we'll do first come, first serve. First person to dial up that number, 302-316-4848. That's 302-316-4848. If you want to call into the show, let us know how you're feeling post game for the Phillies. We would love to hear it here on 302 Birds. Yeah, I think you guys all hit the nail on the head, but let's see who we got calling it. Oh, the man, the myth, the legend.
The Moose.
The Moose.
The Moose.
What's up, Moose?
Yo.
How you doing?
I'm cooking dinner, man. So, what's up? What's happening?
Hey, what
What's
an
up,
honor.
brother?
I mean, while you're cooking dinner, it's the first ever call-in of the 2026 season for the Phillies 302 Birds post-game show. What an honor, Moose. I mean, what are you cooking?
Well, we're having breakfast dinner: pancakes, scrambled bacon, eggs, scrambled eggs. My wife's making some salads for tomorrow. She's pre-prepping.
All right, you're a lucky man. You got all the kind of food, it sounds like. And you have a big competition coming up, speaking of, right?
Yeah, wing eating contest, April 11th, Hunt's Annex in Delco off McDade Boulevard. Darren Dalton Foundation event. So
there you go. So, Moose, tomorrow for breakfast, is there dinner?
No, I eat oatmeal every morning, buddy. Oatmeal.
So no burgers.
Once I get to work,
breakfast or
no. Once I get to work and I get the drivers out and I peace and quiet, I make my oatmeal and
there you
do
go.
my thing.
Yeah, Friday's a big fan of Quaker Oats. I don't know if you eat Quaker Oats.
I eat the instant bullshit.
I eat all the time.
Yeah, the food line brand is cheap.
Well, there you go. But Moose, what was it like watching that game today from your perspective? I saw some of your videos. You were all decked out. What was it like seeing Schwarber, Bohmer hit those home runs?
Yeah, it was great, man. I mean, it was great seeing Schwarber start off with a bang. That's what he's paid to do. It's nice to see Bohm, do something there. Let's see if he can keep it up. You can't get too excited about Bohm doing that next. It is baseball. They go through slumps. My big issue is it's 5-0. Now, Jesse was saying, who cares? Let me tell you something, Jesse. Love you, brother, but I've seen some screwed up shit in my lifetime watching. I've seen Phillies up 10-0 in the 9th inning, and they lose 12-10.
Yeah, that's true. Against the Mets a couple years ago, right, Frat? Remember that?
That was nothing compared to this, though. Are you kidding me? Don't even try to compare.
Jesse, I don't know. The Moose has been around.
I know what I'm talking about. I've seen it all, brother.
He's seen it all, brother.
But with that said, it's game number 1. We're 1-0, 161 to go.
There you go.
I'm very optimistic.
What do you have to say about that, Jesse?
Yeah, I mean, not much to go off of it, if I'm being completely honest. But I will say, listen, I've seen Jordan Romano. Let me put it to you this way, for those who are doubting the Jesse Cherone Phillies fandom. My first memory as a Phillies fan was when Ryan Howard tore his goddamn ACL.
Oh yeah.
What? And then
Who said he was
what
there?
happens after that? 2012, 2013, 2014, 2015, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. And what do all those years have in common? They didn't make the postseason every single year. And it wasn't even that they were bad, because they were bad. They were mediocre. So they weren't even bad enough some years to even get a good draft pick. There is nothing worse to me than having a mediocre sports team. And that's exactly what they were.
I'm going to one up you on the direct that I saw growing up. 1980, 6 years old. Okay. 1993. That was freaking awesome. Mitch Williams, Joe Carter. I can tell you where I was at that night and what kind of actions I did, but we're not going to discuss that because they may still be looking for me.
Hey!
So it
Where's most wanted?
Baby Moose is the criminal.
2008. So you go from 1980 to 2008. So you guys, you youngsters, and I love you guys, seeing 2 Super Bowl wins. It took me 43 years to see that.
True.
You got an 08 World Series. You got more playoff success. Even though we came up short in 2022. There's this. This isn't like it's August and there's 2 people at the vet because the Phillies suck. You know what I mean? So I get it. It was 10 years in between playoff runs from 2012 to 22. But it's better than, good God, 20, 30 years. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So enjoy it because we're in a good winning pattern. We just got to get over that hump, especially with the players we got. We don't want to waste Bryce Harper here. We do not.
Yeah.
Moose, what do you think about what your good friend Dennis said? He said, typical Phillies, almost blew a game. As long as they don't play for the bye week, we will be okay. We lose every time they get a bye week.
What the hell do they mean? What does the hell do they mean by bye week?
That's nonsense. The baseball bye week. When you win, when you're number 1 seed.
He ain't
that's
wrong.
A bunch of nonsense, man. It doesn't matter if you're number 1 seed or it does. That week off. The Dodgers proved that wrong.
Yeah.
Hey, well,
that's
Moose,
all a bunch of nonsense.
we got to wrap up here in a second because my laptop's going to die, so I just don't want it to die and not be able to
your
hit the outro.
laptop, Colt? Jeez. Stop doing
I'm
that.
sorry. I forgot before the show, but anything else you want to say?
Disgrace.
First game, first call in. Anything else you want to say before we wrap up, Moose? We appreciate your
I was
loyalty.
going to
and you
say
calling in
before
your
Moose
302
leaves.
Birds. We really
I was
do.
going to say, don't charge your laptop. Charge it. That's what I have to say.
Charge it. Yeah, it happens. It happens, man. You know what I mean? You're busy during the day. You got shit going on.
Oh shoot!
And you don't charge your laptop. But anyway, you guys are doing a phenomenal job. I back you guys 150%. It's Philly season, so let's focus on the Phils. Sixers, you know the deal there.
You know the deal.
Well said, Moose. Well said.
Last night, all
So
right?
look forward to seeing you guys at some events that you do. I'll be there. Shout out to my favorite places in Newark, which are your favorite places, Founding Brothers, Balboa Steaks, which I do got one beef. My boy James Pappas from Phillies Cheesesteaks didn't put Balboas in the Delaware region. They didn't even make the cheesesteak challenge.
They got to be in there. They got to be in there.
I had to give them some. Yeah, I had to give him some shit about that.
Yes.
Good.
But anyway,
Tell him Fratty will hunt him down.
Frat the
I'll
rat.
tell you what, that's a threat right there because nobody wants Fratty coming after him. Fratty Mania running wild's not good, dude. We got to keep him in check.
Yeah.
Well said, Moose. Well, we appreciate you calling in, man. I hope you have a good night.
All right, you too. Stay safe, man.
See you, brother.
See you, brother.
Great call in. Well, that's all the time we got call in wise. I think that's pretty much all we got for the post game tonight. Good place to wrap it. We're about at that 45-minute mark. An exciting start for the Phillies season. We will be back every day. Remember, it ain't it's not a race, it's a marathon, is the way I was looking to put it. So it's a long season. We got 161 games left. We're going to try to cover as many as we can as a crew for you guys. We're going to do our best here at 302 Birds. So if you're new, be sure to like, be sure to comment, be sure to subscribe. Save that number below, that 302-316-4848. That way, the next time we can go live, you can call in and be a part of the show. If you guys haven't already, please give a thank you and comment to our new host, Jesse. He's going to be joining us all season as Phillies diehard fan come. And as you guys know, the man, the myth, the legend, the king of South Philly is going to be doing his thing all season for you guys. Fratty's Corner, James Fratty, going to be leading the charge. And then KJ and I will be here as is. And we got a bunch more awesome people who are going to be jumping on here too. But that's all we got for you guys today. Be safe, be smart out there, and we will see you guys tomorrow for hopefully another Phillies win. Take care.
The Vikings!
Swing and a drive, left field. It's going! It is gone! It is Bedlam at the bank!
The Philadelphia Phillies are 2008 World Champions of Baseball!
Podcast right here. You already know.